That the parents are just a phone call away, and the students know, well, Miss Jones is dialing the phone to call my mother, and I'm going to have to talk to her. Kind of keeps them a little bit in line.
If you know anything about free and reduced lunch, most principals do, you've got to take the amounts of money, multiply them by 4.133 or 2.15.
And even if he doesn't run the school, Scroggs is always looking for ways to cut down on paperwork. He's developed his own software for reporting free and reduced lunches, which he sells to other schools for profit. Teacher paperwork has almost been eliminated.
We don't pay teachers to do administrative paperwork, and we don't pay them to be clerical assistants. We pay them to teach. So if I get a request from a superintendent or the state for what we consider to be busy work, we simply write on it unneeded and unnecessary and return it to whoever sent it to us. You have to establish in your own mind as an administrator or teacher that you will let no roadblocks stand in your way from being successful. I think you have to take the attitude of you have to know the policies, you have to understand the law, you have to understand bureaucracies, and then if necessary, discard them and do what is right for children.
Each CD-ROM is accessible in every classroom, and any student can use it at any time.
What are we making?
And what controls it is over here. So this is another file server.
Bear, see? Air.
I can see all the people that have logged on, and I can see if there are any problems like with the printers or if there are errors, and I can control that.
In an area as poor as Kinston, Teachers Memorial has been called the most technologically advanced school in North Carolina. There's one computer for every 4 children and 6 computer networks.
Do you know what that is? You ever heard of a seahorse?
What is that?
This school has been able to afford things most schools only dream about by writing grants, forming business partnerships, and creative spending.
We beg, if necessary. We've used Chapter 1 money, foundation money. We have used other people's money. We are not above going and saying, is there any money left in this pot at the end of the year? Why don't you transfer it to us? Because they're not going to be able to spend it. So the money has come from a great deal of sources. But nobody ever said there won't be the money.
Steve's price.
$350. $350.
Steve's price.
It's $350. The C is over $400. I'm not bluffing. I'm not bluffing.
$350.
Yeah.
So in other words, 3 1/4. It's not. Okay, no problem.
All right.
As Scroggs will tell you, it takes more than money to provide for kids. So he's learned to barter as well as he begs.
He could sell ice to Eskimos. We don't like to call him a con man, but he's very good at his art and what he does. He can persuade a lot of people to do a lot of things, and most of it has paid off for the school and the children.
When Kinston needed a community gym, the school donated the land and now has exclusive use during school hours. When Head Start children needed a home, the school welcomed them and their playground equipment. Teachers even started to volunteer their time to help with the young children.
It was on a battery, and now I'm using it as a connector to the computer.
Connects directly to the computer.
This school has learned to work with business partners on their terms. While companies can't always give money, most are happy to give their expertise. A partnership with DuPont has allowed teachers to stay up to date on technology and how it's being used. DuPont has also donated old equipment.
I have extra monitors from DuPont, so if anybody's monitor breaks down, we have an immediate replacement, so they don't have any downtime. They've also donated to us working PCs.
Make sure it's all the way on the paper, though.
We have a local printing company in town who donates 10 or 15 cases of paper every year to the school. So we consider that just as important as somebody sending us a check.
Staff and students at Teachers Memorial have learned that they have plenty to give back to the community as well.
It's important for all of us to get out here in the community. We all need to do more of coming and visiting and taking care of our elderly. They're learning respect and the importance of sharing with others and being with older people as well.
I love it.
Putting kids first has paid off. Everyone is winning here, and test scores are proving that kids from Teachers Memorial are excelling.
We're picking up kids who are coming to us an average of 6 to 12 months delayed, and we're sending them out there on grade level. So what's happening is we're not just taking 3 years of education and getting 3 years of growth. We're taking 3 years of education and getting 4 years of growth. That's important.
It always amazes me how much stuff these people put in here.
Yes, this is Steve Scroggs, principal at Teachers Memorial School. How are you?
In Kinston, almost everyone celebrates Christmas.
Tashi has been adopted by the Lenore Memorial Hospital Helping Hands Project, and we've got a box full of Christmas presents for him.
And I don't believe this.
On Christmas Eve, parents of kids sponsored by local hospital employees are called to the school to pick up presents for their entire family.
God bless you.
It's a time of joy and celebration for school and community. But this year, that joy is clouded with sadness.
Mr. Scroggs will be leaving us. And that's like losing a member of your family. He will do well, and we know he will do well, and we will do well. It will be an adjustment. There are things we'll have to go back and work over, but we will get through it, and we will persevere because we're going to work for the children. And even with him gone, we're still going to work for the children.
After 8 years at Teachers Memorial, Scroggs has been recruited back to his hometown of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. He was enticed by the challenge of being allowed to build his own school from scratch. Still, it wasn't an easy decision.
Leaving this school is going to be the hardest thing I have ever done in my life. It's kind of like marriage. You love something so passionately and so intently that the thought of not having it destroys you. Because nobody can ever accuse me of not loving my kids. But there are other challenges. There are other mountains. And this one I did for Steve Scroggs and Thomas and Nick and Rita. But I sent a note to my parents today that said, just remember, I will always love your children. That's tough.
Here again, this is another growth situation that we will meet. And I feel very confident that we will meet and do well with.
We'll make it. We'll make it because we'll do it for the children. They're going to be sad. It'll be hard for the kids. But we'll do it.
For more information about this program and